everyone, my name is Rafal and welcome to my vlog. So in today's vlog, I just want to talk about my recent photo shoot, and I just want to take you guys step by step through my entire process, how I create this final image, and hopefully that video will help you to create something similar. So before I do that, I just want to say that I've been receiving messages from some of you guys that you guys getting a little bit tired of all this crazy background, and maybe there is time to do something a little bit different. So I've been listening what you guys are saying, and that's why I've decided to do this photo shoot. So let me start with talking a little bit about the inspiration. So a while ago I saw this really amazing cover from the Vogue magazine, which has this very orange background with very strong and very harsh light, and I just fall in love with that image, and I think it's just beautiful. So I've decided to do something similar and kind of recreate what they've done. So I started looking first how I can create this background. So there's not too many options. One of them was, of course, buying like the whole bulk of orange paper, put on the wall or put as a background and create similar look. But when I started looking into this whole thing was fairly expensive, not to mention that I wasn't sure if I'm going to use this ever again. So I've decided to look into some other options. So a few days ago, actually, I went with my son to the local store where there's right now back to school shopping spree going on, and I noticed this amazing orange square paper, which I have it here, and I'm gonna basically show it to you guys. And I was just like, okay, this is what I need, and was just exactly the thing which I was looking for. Not to mention, this whole thing was extremely cheap. For 20 of those squares, which are 12 inches by 12 inches, I paid not even $5. And also they have like a different colors, which I think is another option for you guys if you're looking to create some specific colors. I think it's the right time right now to look into those things, because you can get some very interesting stuff and you can use this for your backgrounds, and they have plenty different colors. You know, I was just stunned and I was just amazed that, okay, they have all this stuff. I hope they're not gonna get rid of them right away. So I've done a little bit of shopping in that department, which makes me extremely happy, because that allows me to do some more creative shoots with different colors of background, and it's not gonna pretty much break my bank with, you know, buying all this paper and all this stuff. So let's jump into it, how I execute this. So I have those squares and I have to somehow put them on the wall. So that was, of course, easy. I use double side tape, and we basically just stick those squares into the background with, you know, this orange paper. And of course I will talk a little bit later about how I removed some of those lines, but that was really easy process, and that's something which I think you guys shouldn't be worried too much, because it wasn't as much difficult, and actually this paper photographed fairly well. So of course, going back to my inspiration, I wanted to have a little bit more harsh light. So what I've decided to do, when I've actually put this background, we put the model very close to the background. She was around, I would say, a couple feet away from it, so it was very close. She didn't touch the background though. I wanted to have a little bit of space so I can put additional speed light to give a little bit of extra boost of light, and I put one more speed light behind the model. And of course, in this case, we've decided to go with the clamshell lighting, because I found, you know, this, as I said in my previous emails, works really well. But what I've decided to do, I've changed the power of the light, because I wanted to have the power a little bit more punchy, and I actually just raised the power of the light to 1/8 of the power. The background light was very just a tiny flash, was 128 of the power, so it was pretty much on the edge of the minimum of the power which my speed light could produce. But at the same time, that was enough to give me this little bit of halo around the model. So that was pretty much the lighting, and then we went into the photo shoot. So Monika from Glam and Beyond, again, she did stunning job on the makeup. She is unbelievable, and you know, like, she kind of like knew exactly which direction we were going. And we have this beautiful model, Elizabeth, who was just, it was just a pleasure to work with her on that shoot, because she just, in my opinion, just worked perfectly for this concept and for this idea, and she executed this whole thing like beautifully. So we've done the photo shoot. This photo shoot, as I said, went really cool. We had lots of fun. As I said, model was just stunning. And the next step, of course, was retouching, and pretty much, you know, removing those lines wasn't big of a deal. I used stamp clone brush, which, you know, just removed those lines fairly quick, and just took me literally a few minutes to get rid of them. So the one thing what I want to say, just whenever you're going to be putting those squares on the wall, just make sure they're very close to each other and those lines are not as obvious, and then the process in retouching, it's not going to be as hard. And of course, I went through my typical retouching process. So I started with dodge and burn on the skin to just removing some of those discolorations. I didn't do anything to the hair. The hair looked pretty much perfect. And then I did a little bit of adjusting when it comes to the colors and the toning. There was not done much. I just give a little bit of extra saturation to the background to get this very rich orange. And that was pretty much it. And I hope you guys like the image. I'm going to show you this whole thing right now. There will be more coming up. I just posted one recently. So I hope you guys like this idea. And please feel free to contact me if you have any additional questions or any concerns or anything I missed in this vlog. But I just want to kind of share with you guys this concept, because it's fairly, I would say, easy to do, and of course it's not as expensive, so you guys can execute different stuff. So the last thing what I would like to say is there's still few spots for my workshop in San Diego. I'm gonna pretty much put this, all the information here, and also I'm gonna put some information in description. So if you from the area and you would like to join this workshop, I would love to see you there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This whole thing also is confirmed right now, and I'm super excited and super pumped. And yeah, thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll be in touch with you guys very soon. Bye bye.